Hello everyone, welcome to Chenbro's Tech Talk. And first of all, I really appreciate this opportunity to be one of the speakers here. And my name is Kevin. I'm in charge as a product marketing manager taking care of the server product lineup in ASRock. And today my talk is all about our latest Gen 5 server boards and will be mainly divided into three different new platforms. First, AMD APIC 9004 series. Second, 4th generation Intel Xeon Scalable series. And third, AMD Ryzen 7000 series. And all three I have mentioned here even share a bunch of new features to target a wide range of workloads such as higher throughput of PCIe Gen 5 support and higher performance of DDR5 memory support. Now let's get started. Before we jump into the latest products, some of you may not be familiar with ASRock, so please allow me to give a very brief company introduction. ASRock headquarters are located in Taiwan. About production lines, our server boards can be manufactured in Vietnam, China, and Taiwan. As for our bare bones, are 100% manufactured and assembled in Taiwan. For worldwide distribution channel, we have warehouse and support team in China in North America and Netherlands in Europe to offer timely services. Then let's move on to our latest Gen 5 server board. And I would like to start with our new AMD APIC 9004 server boards. As you see here, there are 4 Genoa server boards powered by single socket and 2 boards by dual socket in various form factors for different applications. And I'm going to introduce them each in detail to you in the following minutes. So the first server board we are going to introduce here is Genoa D8X-2T. The size in 12.63 by 13 inch, a little bit wider than EEB form factor. And you may have already seen one of the most special features from the slide here. You won't see everywhere. There are up to 8 PCIe Gen 5 slots, including 7 by 16 plus 1 by 8. And this feature puts itself in a good position in some cases, like workstation, HPC desk side server, GPU tower, or any applications demanding lots of PCIe slots. And second, let's take a closer look at Genoa D8UD-2T. This compact server board in 10.4 by 10.5 inch still supports 4 PCIe Gen 5 by 16 for PCIe cards, and 5 NC-IO Gen 5 connectors, including 4 by 8 plus 1 by 4. And in addition to ADX power supply, it could also be powered by DC. And in general, it is ideal platform for enterprise NAS and high-end workstation or any other space constraint applications. Next, Genoa D24QN3-2L2T. And you may notice that it is supported a full set of 12 channels including per channel mode, cause bigger EEB form factor in 12 by 14 inch. This server board has 9 NC-IO connectors, which makes it stand out for high-density all-flash NVMe server. Further, here comes to the board Genoa D12N3-2Q. It releases all 12 memory channels in a rather compact form factor, 9.6 by 13.4 inch. Other than 2 PCIe Gen 5 and 8 NC-IO for greater flexibility, it has OCP 3.0 slot in rear I/O area. And most important, onboard 25 gigabit Ethernet SFP28 networking ports are supported typically for modern data center needs. Then we got 2 more dual socket server platforms. These 2 all have this kind of CPU side-by-side design, which allows the air to flow properly. And goes on to first one, Genoa 2D16N QN3-2Q. an EEB-like form factor in 12.8 by 14 inch. This one is a compact dual-socket server board, able to support 16 NVMe in total. And networking is same as the previous model Genoa D12N3-2Q. You can also get onboard dual 25 gigabit Ethernet SFP28 NAND ports, especially for modern data centers. And last, Genoa board, we get Genoa 2D24TN3-2L Plus in proprietary form factor, 17 inch by 18.9 inch. It is wide enough to handle 24 things. Except for that, you can still get maximum 5 PCIe Gen 5 by 16 for expansions, and even 16 Gen 5 NVMe for storage from NCIO. So if you are looking for servers, especially for e-commerce, HCI, virtualization, and so on, this motherboard can be your first pick. Now move on to the next Intel platform. All 6 server boards here are powered by the latest 4th generation Intel Xeon Scalable processors, and half in single socket and the other half in dual socket. Let's take a closer look at them. So the first one, we get SPC741 DAUD-2T in 10.4 by 10.5 inch. It can be powered by either ADX or DC power. This board is rather compact than others and still supports 4 complete PCIe Gen 5 by 16 slots. As for NVMe and SATA storage, you can get 2 NCIO plus 2 of mini SAS HD. And commonly, this board is good for high-end workstation, enterprise NAS, or any other space constraint applications. Second, we have SPC741 D8-2L2T, size in standard CEB form factor. There are 4 complete PCIe Gen 5 16 slots for 4 dual-slot GPU cards. This special feature positions itself in some cases like HPC workstation, deep learning workstation, GPU tower, and output. Next, this one also designed in the same standard CEB form factor, SPC741 D8QN3. 2 PCIe by 16 slots are supported. One is Gen 5 and the other is Gen 4, and offer up to 8 NVMe Gen 5 storage from NCIO, and you can still get 1 more OCB 3.0 slot for LAN expansion at prayer area. And this board really gives a good balance between storage and LAN expansions. Great platform for NVMe storage, web hosting, and so on. Then let's move on the dual socket server board we offered. ASRock T2C741D16X-2T in 12 by 14 inch. It's slightly bigger than EEB form factor, and one of the biggest features will be multi-PCIe slot support. And it can even offer 6 PCIe Gen 5 by 16 slot plus 1 PCIe Gen 5 by 8. For other expansion, you can still get 2 NCIO, 3 OQ link, 1 N.2 and 1 SATA connector on board. At least dual socket server board is usually built for storage server, mainstream server for small and business and medium-sized business, and high-end workstation or any other industrial applications. Now, following 2 server boards are all designed as this type of CPU side-by-side placement to make them airflow properly. So first one here we call SP2C741 D16NQ13, that's 2Q, in 12 by 14 inch form factor. And it can be able to support 16 Gen 5 NVMe form factor from NCIO. And in the meanwhile, it still has 1 PCIe Gen 5 by 16 and 1 Gen 5 OCB 3.0 plus 25 gigabit SFP28 networking ports for modern data centers. And last one, we got SP2C 741D33 TN3, and which designed in proprietary form factor, 18.87 by 16.85 inch, and it is wide enough to give 32 DIMMs in total. And it can support 24 NVMe drives from its 12 NCIO, and 8 SATA drives from its ThinSAS. Besides, you can get 2 OCP 3.0 slots for networking expansions. And it is a great platform for all-flash NVMe storage server, and also e-commerce. And furthermore, the following two is about our latest Ryzen server products, powered by new AMD Ryzen 7000 series processors. And first one, AM5D4ID-2T. This board is rather compact than others in only 6.7 by 8.2 inch form factor. Then we get B650D4U-2L2T, which is designed in standard micro ATX form factor for mainstream server build. And now let's get into it in detail. This one we are going to show you our B650D4U-2L2T. And this is a micro ATX form factor motherboard equipped with B650E chipset. It has a full PCIe Gen 5 by 16 slot on slot 6, and along with another Gen 5 by 4 on slot 7, plus one Gen 5 M.2 supported. And in addition, for those who require a second M.2 SSD, we offer an alternative SKU called B650D4U to catering to this need. By the way, DisplayPort and HDMI are both supported on the rear I/O, enabling users to enjoy high-quality visuals. So in generally, it is a widely favored platform among hosting providers, industrial PC, home NAS, and so on. Next, let's turn our attention on the last server board today, AM5D4ID-2T, and it can be powered by either ATX or DC power. So besides this ultra compact server board and only 6.7 by 8.2 inch, still supports 4 UDIMMs and 1 complete PCIe Gen 5 by 16, 1 Link and 1 M.2 for other expansion. So on rear I/O, you can still get HDMI port for audio and video transmitting. So in general, this platform is ideally suited for any other space-constrained applications. So overall, I want to say that ASRock provides users with a great, extensive Gen 5 server series portfolio, no matter powered by Intel or AMD solutions, and will continually accelerate to the new next level in the future. So if you were looking for further comprehensive information regarding any platforms that we mentioned today, feel free to send us an inquiry via email here, or just visit our website at asrockrec.com. So most important, you can just turn right and go to visit ASRock booth later to see, to touch, to get whatever you are curious about from our professional teams over there. Then it comes to the end of my part today, and thank you all for your attention. Let's get back to the Chenbro.
Wow, thank you.